What's up, good people? It's your boy Scott Lewis, apartment gamer, and more. Here, Brooklyn Nets Stoop Edition. Here with John, everything BK Nets. What's up, John?
Hey Scott, good to be here. First, just want to give a congratulations to Yegor Dioman for making some special
Oh
history.
yeah, I saw it.
Yes, he is the first ever Brooklyn Nets lottery pick to make the Rising Stars game. I know Jared Allen and Rhodiots made it a few years ago, but they weren't
Yeah,
lottery picks. So Yegor did make some special history, being chosen amongst 10 rookies to represent us at this Rising Stars game where all the rookies get to play each other. It's a great honor for Yegor. And just to read off some small stats here for the season: 10.2 points, 3 rebounds, 3.4 assists. He's shooting 39.6 from three, which definitely played a part. He's shooting over 42% from three in his last 8 games. So, yeah, Yegor has made a strong case to represent us. And he's also seventh in assists for rookies, 10th in points per game. So he's put himself in a lot of top categories. And his game is far from complete, but he made a strong case to earn the right to represent us. And congratulations to him. And I hope he keeps getting better this season. But I shout him out for working through adversity because being the first ever lottery pick of any team is a tremendous burden. For him to fight through it, to set the Barclays on fire against Orlando in that game, to really wake people up to what he can do, he definitely earned this. And nothing but congratulations. And I hope he has a good game for his on All Star Week there for sure.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He's gonna enjoy being out there. That's for sure.
Yep.
We're
He's
we're,
also
we're
on Vince Carter's team. Vince Carter's the coach for that team, I believe,
Oh
which should be
wow.
cool.
Oh, that's gonna be cool. We're
Yeah, it's
we're
Carter versus Carmelo.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
Where they
So
playing
Jaeger
at?
got selected for Vince's team.
Where they at in Los
I think I think
Vegas?
I think Los Angeles, right? I think
Los
it's Los
Angeles.
Angeles.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's where the All Star game is this year.
Oh, okay.
So
That's what's up. Congratulations, Diego. He deserved it too. He played well. He play a very spirited player, and that's what I like about him.
most
Yeah.
definitely, his fourth quarter clutch shots I think really played a part. Like as much as Yegor struggles through quarters, fourth quarters is just something that like a switch goes off. Is like give me the ball, I can score, and that's great.
Yeah.
If he could play
Yeah.
for four whole quarters in a year or two, damn, this kid it could really have a career in the Nets.
Yeah.
So he definitely
Yeah.
earned the honor. Now we'll see how he can keep elevating himself because now you're setting a bar. You got to elevate that bar.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, listen, that's important though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Having that clutch gene in you, and I
Hmm.
see it in him. I see it in him. I do. Every fourth quarter, you're right. He ready to take the shot. You know what I'm saying? He don't mind. That's something you don't teach. You just gotta have it.
Right. And as far as tonight goes, the Suns, I know they're down Booker, Jalen Green, Colin Gillespie. He just got shut down. So honestly, if MPJ is playing tonight and the rookies play good with effort, I think this is actually a winnable game for the Nets because the Suns have been a very scrappy team, but missing Devin Booker, who's essentially the main reason why they're a really good team. They're definitely going to have to struggle like we've been struggling the last few games. So I feel like this game tonight is a good game for the Nets to just get back into a slight competitive mode, but for the rookies to shine tonight, Yegor, Nolan, Wolf, and Noah Clowney again. Not sure what's going on with his back issue, but that's definitely something to monitor. But tonight will be a good night to start Danny Wolf, like we thought last game. We actually had it wrong who was going to start. It was
Right.
Terrence Mann at three and MP. Why would you start a guy who wears a special brace on his leg, has a knee sprain, and three back surgeries at the power forward position, Jordy? You psychopath! Like I can't. You just gotta start Danny Wolf. This would be a perfect night tonight to start Wolf at the four, Jaeger and Powell at the one and two. And honestly, like if they want to really experiment with this, start Nolan, put Jaeger at small forward, and let all four rookies play. I think you're gonna see that one game this year, a few games, we might see all four rookies start in a
Yeah,
starting lineup if you
I
sync
think
Fox
so.
MPJ down
I
potentially. So
think.
I would like to see Wolf start tonight though, if there's no
Yeah,
Noah Clown.
I would like to see all four of them start tonight. To be honest with you,
Mhm.
I ain't gonna lie with you. It probably would be better for the team anyway in the long run. Plus, you get to see if the rookies can, get their thing together, play together. Sure,
Right.
So
It would
so
be a good thing to see. So we'll see what happens tonight. But I think the Nets if the rookies play really well, have a shot to make this a fun, competitive game. Because we've been having some real clunkers, which is important for the tank. But you also want to see the guys just give up out there. You want the rookies to feel like they're a part of something that's being built. So this would be a good night for Jordy to really show us he can set schemes up for these kids. Because now you face a team that's missing their two young stars, and they have a lot of role guys having to step up on that side of things. So for the Nets tonight, I want to see the rookies have some good moments out there and just build some continuity. Play a little fun basketball. Don't just start defeated in the first 5 minutes. I know Bree's bringing it up lately. The first 5 minutes, we're just getting decimated. Like, make the first 5 or 10 minutes competitive at least. Let's see how these rookies can regain some more confidence in themselves. So I'll look forward to that tonight if Wolf is starting. If it's MPJ at the 4 and Man at the 3, we're just flat out taking it at that point, which I'm fine with, but the rookies aren't necessarily being a part of anything at that point. They're just flailing. So it'll be interesting to see what the lineup is in a few minutes. For sure.
Yeah, I would look up the lineup, but I could never get it right.
I don't think it's not you, it's them. I got it wrong.
I don't even know when they supposed to put the lineup out. Don't they supposed to put it like an hour before the game?
Sometimes for the Nets, it's like right when the pre-show happens or near the end of the pre-show, usually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, the NBA need to be a little more strict because people are gambling.
No, you don't need to rehash that can of worms, Scott. They're still investigating that.
Oh yeah, I shouldn't say that, right? But listen, it's on the NBA. The NBA want to be partners with FanDuel. I mean, what do you think FanDuel do for a living?
Right. No, that's a very fair point.
Gee, you just gonna take their money? Come on now. That's like being with somebody who's doing something illegal and say, "Oh, I didn't know."
I didn't know. I just pretended not to know.
That's crazy. Yeah, but listen, any trade rumors going on? I haven't. You know what? I told you, John. I told you they were gone. They are waiting for this one trade. Something got to move. I don't know, man. This is like one of the quietest trade deadlines I ever seen.
Oh, it's definitely something new for every team, but this is a large part because of CBA, because of these luxury cap apron restrictions. Now teams, if you're not legitimately believe you can win a title, some teams are not going to make moves. Like the Warriors, they were ready to consider an MPJ move, but when you lose Jimmy Butler, who's going to make $50 to like $60 million, it's like, okay, I don't know what we're doing. I'm hearing Jonathan Kuminga not even get dealt anymore because the Warriors don't want to take back any extra salaries, and their situation is kind of screwed. So, like, if you're not a championship team right now, there's probably a less chance you're going to make a big move. But what I heard today from Mark Stein is that apparently the Knicks are considering going for a big 2-for-1 special of getting Giannis and reuniting Giannis with Drew Holiday.
Get out of here.
This is what it is. Apparently the Knicks and they're right, and their crazy minds are, okay, let's offer them Mikal Bridges, Yabusele, Pacome, and our Wizards 2026 first, which is 2 seconds, for Drew Holiday. But the crazy thing is Drew Holiday is making insane money. Couple that with Giannis, who wants an extension in 6 months. If the Knicks pull this off, you're essentially replacing Towns, Bridges. Oh, yeah, Towns has to go somewhere else. You're replacing Towns, Bridges, Yabusele, a guy who might get traded, which I think would be a mistake for them, Miles McBride. If they lose all that just to get Giannis and Holiday with Brunson, that is an all-in of all-in moves. But the Knicks will be literally
they don't even know if that they wouldn't even know if that worked, John. They would not even know if that would work.
I don't think it'd work. In this new era, when you make moves like that, remember this too, you can't fake chemistry. If the Knicks pull that move off, they're not going to be a championship team in 2 months after doing this. You're literally losing half your roster. You still have Brunson, but it's like, I think a Brunson-Giannis duo, it's not as balanced as people think it could be. Because at the end of the day, Brunson still plays zero defense. And Drew Holiday, he's a good defender, but he's lost a few steps. If you look back at last year's series when he was in Boston. And he's making insane money. So it's like you're taking on that apron bill on top of Giannis's contract. So if they pull that off, listen, it's going to be one of the craziest deals ever, but get this, Scott. Rich Paul is trying to become Giannis' agent right now to potentially pull off that move for the Knicks. So if that move happens before the deadline, it's going to be crazy, but I think it will benefit us in the future because we have their picks and they'll have zero room to fail. It's either win with that or you break that up in a few years. And Giannis and Holiday are both in their 30s. Brunson's about to be in his 30s. So that window gets much smaller than I think the Knicks realize right now because you have teams getting better right now. Cavs are getting better. Philly, they're a mixed bag, but if they're in the playoffs, they have a chance as much as anybody. And then you have Orlando, who knows what they're going to do. Like, the East is a lot stronger than I think the Knicks thought it would be this year. And then you have Detroit and Boston at the top. So, yeah, if the Knicks do this, I think the ramifications on them are going to be astronomically bad in the long run. In the short run, it could be fun, but when you make moves like that and you have zero assets afterwards, it's either win or break the damn thing up. And for the Brooklyn
Yeah, we
Nets,
got
we have flexibility right now. So we'll
we
see what
got
happens with that.
we got Leaf in the house. What's up, Leaf?
Hey, Leaf.
I- I'm trying to decipher all of the bullshit that I just heard in the last 3 minutes. I mean,
Uh,
what I will say is that
Did
Rich
you know
Paul is
that?
definitely trying to go for Giannis
Right,
for
right, yeah,
sure.
yeah. That I heard.
Yeah,
As far as the Knicks trying to
that's
pull the
wild.
trigger on both Giannis and Drew Holiday, I already said a year ago the Knicks overtraded, bro, like a while back because they made one trade too many, bro, because that after the McHale deal they went for Towns.
Ribby,
And
what's up, Ribby?
granted, they marched to the Eastern Conference Finals, but we all know
Yeah,
what happened there. But
yeah.
I don't really want to speak about the Tangerines because I know they ain't gonna do shit.
Why
Um,
not? They just having dreams after dreams after
yeah,
dreams.
Leaf, what
yeah,
are
that's
we doing next week, Leaf? We're less than 10 days away. What do you think we're gonna do? Like, if we were in charge right now, you and I probably would look to trade MPJ or Claxton anywhere right now because right now their values are decent, but they're also dealing with injuries. If Sean Marks makes zero moves again, can we just say that's an epic failure when you have $15 million in cap space to collect assets and he has to use it? If Marks uses it for one salary dump, how big of a failure is that on Sean Marks' part if he doesn't take advantage when we're the only team right now that can really facilitate out of like what 30 teams?
Yeah,
to answer that question, bro, like, you gotta answer that question with a question. Look when the Cam Johnson got traded. He got traded in the offseason. I think
Right.
MPJ's trade sample size is most likely gonna be in the offseason, just like Giannis's.
yeah,
I don't think Milwaukee got the grapefruits to trade him in the regular season, simply because there's no teams like offering jumping out of the window with a whole
yeah,
bunch of
yeah.
picks for them to rebuild their team. If you selling Giannis, you better get as much as Minnesota. You better get as much as the Utah got for Rudy Gobert.
That's
You
right.
better get that much, bro.
Right, right.
This is really on Milwaukee.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They
So
don't want to move him.
this is not on anybody else to jump and make the deal. This is really on Milwaukee, whether he stays or whether he goes. This is on Milwaukee. So the reality is that me personally, I don't think there's going to be any major deals at this trade deadline, ourselves included, man. I mean, everybody, listen, we shit in the bed as it is. So I don't think anybody is really upset about. I think the only concern with most Nets fans is that we finished bottom of the league. Whether we got MPJ or whether we don't have MPJ, whether we got Claxton or whether we don't got Claxton. Now, in the off season, if you want to make those deals, then you go make those deals. But in the regular season, what it does for a lot of teams, bro, like because it really like throws a monkey wrench for a lot of teams to go hurry up and make deals, and then by the time the deadline come around, they can't make them because they didn't improve their team and they didn't do this and they didn't do that. So I think everybody's hell been on standstill, knowing that it's not to become the sucker in the trade. You know what I'm saying? So I really think that Milwaukee's probably gonna stay still, and I think we can probably gonna stay still. But the trade deadline, they're making it
Yeah,
seem like it's just revolved around Giannis, which it probably is. But at the same time, there's some teams looking to make that rebuild or make that rebirth. You saw Atlanta make they move with Trey Young, getting Trey Young out of there, so that's probably gonna
yeah,
be the big steal of the year,
yeah.
if I
Right
had to
now,
say.
yeah,
Yeah,
now.
so I
Yeah.
mean, I can't
Well,
really. I don't think I could really elaborate on whether the Knicks should jump the gun because I really don't care what they do. This is not a tangerine show. Like this,
Right.
yeah.
I
Well,
want to make
well.
one thing
Just
clear.
to bring up what
So
we could do, I think the MPJ thing might be an offseason thing. I kind of agree with you on that because right now the Warriors will look as a destination, but apparently they might even trade Kuminga right now. So let's put them out. Detroit, they want to rock the boat. They're in first place, even though technically they could make that move, but right now nothing looks like it. And Bucks might want to break it all up to trade Giannis. So let's put MPJ to the side. The Clarkson thing is still interesting. There are a lot of suitors that want him. I mean, the Hornets. We've talked about as a team that want him. And they right now have the number one offense in the NBA, crazy enough. So they could be a
Right.
potential team. I brought up Lakers last show. And here's another team that everybody's looking at going, what are they going to do? The Boston Celtics. The Celtics are active buyers right now, and their biggest thing they want is a center. Brad Stevens and Sean Marks have had talks going back to last summer about Dayron potentially. Now I'm hearing Claxton. I mean, Leaf, do you think the Celtics are willing to make an all-in move to get Clax or Dayron from us right now if they include a first?
Dayron maybe, Claxton probably not because they like
Mm-hmm.
what they getting from Luka Garza. Luka Garza, somebody that sat on the bench for 3 straight years in Minnesota. Now he's getting time, and now they got him playing him and Hugo Gonzalez, and they got a Mexican Caucasian connection over there going on because you know how they yeah you know how they love they know how they love their redheads over there, man. So Boston got something going. I don't think they're trying to break it up. I think they having a above average season, and
Yep.
they okay with that for right now because really the timetable is Jason Tatum.
Right.
In terms of getting another center, that's another team that's probably gonna wait till the off season to make a move. They could possibly they could probably possibly sneak back in the Eastern Conference Finals if things go their way.
Yeah, that's
I ain't
right.
gonna lie
They,
to you.
Well,
yeah,
they're
they like.
definitely a scary team, and Tatum might be back in a month. He could be back before the
I don't.
season ends, which would be
I would say.
astounding.
I think it's important that Tatum sits out the entire year. The thing about an Achilles injury that people got to understand is that back in 2019, Kevin Durant already had an Achilles injury before he stepped on that court in Toronto.
Yeah.
Right,
A lot of
right.
people just didn't know it, bro. Like he had one. He just injured it even more, and it caused him to stay out a year and waste a year of our time because that's who we signed. We signed people that got injuries.
Yeah,
I'm
we
pretty sure
signed
y'all
him, and
know we
he
signed him
sat out
for
for a whole
he
whole
sat out
season.
for a whole year. So
Yeah,
like
no.
that's I mean, and I get it, it's Kevin Durant, but
Right, right.
goddamn, like
Yeah,
like you know what I'm saying. So, but I think Boston is gonna. I think most of these teams is probably gonna wait. You're not gonna see nothing real, out of the gate. I mean, Dayron could stay for one more year. He only making 6 million.
I,
I mean,
yeah,
I don't got
I,
no problem with him
will.
staying
I
for one
will
more year.
say this:
yeah,
the deadline could be mostly about role players and stuff like that. Because there are a few teams we can legitimately see as contenders right now to win a title. OKC, Denver. I got to give Denver a lot of credit to lose pretty much the whole starting lineup and to still be competitive the way they are. They are a team to look out for in the playoffs if they meet OKC again. To be resilient as they are right now, that's a dark horse team right now. East right now, Detroit at the top, Boston out of nowhere, they could be a contender, and then Cavs. Listen, as much as we've crapped on the Cavs this year, they're starting to pick it up right now, but they just lost Mobley to a calf injury again. So, yeah, the Cavs are definitely a team where you don't know what they're going to do. If they don't win this year, they're likely going to break that up this summer because they're the only second apron team right now. So they have to win or fail. So, yeah, I think there's a few contenders right now. So this deadline could mostly be about role players getting shifted, seconds getting shifted, and probably no first, if any. Last year, I think there were only 1 to 3 firsts that were traded at the deadline, which is astounding because we've seen big deals over the years. But with this new CBA, everything's so tight lipped, everything's so stingy. And I agree, Leaf. If no big moves get made this offseason, remember as Sham said last year was supposed to be the craziest offseason of all time? Based on the moves that could not happen this deadline, if they don't happen, this summer might be the craziest summer of all time in the NBA because you have the Giannis situation, you could have the Kaminga situation. You could have Stephen Curry and his career situation. The Knicks, whatever they're going to do. Like, there could be a lot of crazy moves this offseason if certain things don't get done by next Thursday.
Well,
So, yeah, it'll be
well,
very
I'm
interesting to see what
well.
happens leading up to that.
I think you're right on the money with a lot of different things that could happen, but I just need to remind us our best deals happen in the off season, not in the middle of the season. We got Mikel for off to shipped him off to the Knicks for all of them first round picks in the offseason. We shipped Cam
Right.
Johnson off in the offseason. So I think our next big deal and the next deal that people are going to be looking for in the offseason. Now, I got to correct Nets fans about one thing. This is not a development year. This is a tanking year. That's what this is. That's the reason for us losing by 60 to the Clippers in the Tangerines. This is a tanking year.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right.
This is the year you don't win. You fizzle out, bro. You tank out, bro, and you lose at all costs. And I think that's what's happening. You can see it in the lineups. You can see it in the lineup changes. You can see it in the rotations that's on the court. It is a lose at all costs mentality that's going on. I think we're going to see the best version of the Nets and the best version of the real ascension and the real growth of a lot of these players on this team come next year when they finally
Yeah.
start doing some real coaching and some real switching and some real adjustments. I mean, we
Yeah.
probably ain't gonna win as much, bro. I'd rather us win, but it's really no real chance at us really creating any high win value unless we go out there and go get chemistry players and end up like Indiana ended up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And basically try to get players to fit in. But at the same time, I would like to repeat: this is not a development year. This is a tanking year.
Uh, I, I
TANKIN.
I can meet you halfway there. I fully agree. Tanking is the more priority, but you want to see these rookies gain valuable experience. You want to see them work through their struggles, get better. Like Yegor, earning the first ever nomination as a lottery pick to represent Brooklyn at the Rising Stars games. That's good. He still has a lot to work on, but he's put a lot of individual work into his game. You can tell with all these rookies, besides Surratt that we drafted, they put a lot of individual work, and they've worked under crazy circumstances. With Jordy, a guy, let's call it what it is. He's annoying because he's a perfectionist. He wants them to play perfect basketball out there, which they can't do right now, but they've worked through all the struggles. Every time he benches them, they could have been sour about it, said, oh, I don't like this coach. I'm not going to try my best. They kept trying their absolute best, no matter how many times Jordy illogically benched them to get the spots they have right now. Like Drake Powell, especially, had Terrence Mann ahead of him for idiotic reasons. He could dribble a basketball. And now Powell has a starting two gig. So I give the rookies credit for developing in spurts right now. It's not full development. I agree with you. That's why the tanking matters. But you want to see this next second half, not just see them completely get their asses kicked every game. You want to see them have spurts where it's like, okay, they're throwing a hook here, a hook there, saying, hey, we're not just layups. We're going to be something in a year or two. Like, you want to see those little moments not just fully get extinguished, because this is on Jordy to figure out. I said on Breezy's show, Leaf, and you heard it. This is Jordy's first wall, I think, of his whole career. He can't have vets to bail him out of situations like MPJ or Clocks anymore. He has to trust these rookies more, and I feel like he's still not really fully bought into that, but he was bought into drafting 5 rookies a few months ago. So for Jordy right now, this summer for Jordy is crucial for him. Whatever training camp he has to do with these guys, book it, make it happen, and start bonding with these guys. I still feel like he expects so much out of them, but he doesn't meet a fair bar with them. And I think until he fixes that in his philosophy, these rookies are going to struggle a lot more than they have to right now. And I think that's what Jordy needs to work on.
It's possible that Jordy might be what I like to call a ladder coach, bro. Like somebody that's gonna be like a stepping stone on the ladder for some other coach, man, to be
Wow.
take on the reins, bro. It's a possibility because we seen that
Yeah.
with Detroit. JB Bickerstaff took 2 teams to over 50 plus win seasons. That's what he did, bro. That's the Cavs and the Pistons. That's what he
Yeah.
did. He took 2 young teams, bro, like to heights they ain't never seen before in the second round. In the second round, the Pistons still ain't won a playoff series yet, and everybody's talking about they rebuild is complete, bro. It's not complete yet.
No, it's
And
not. I mean, you only
like, bro,
complete.
you gotta yeah, but the thing is, bro, the thing is you have ladder coaches in the NBA, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
they had a ladder. Obviously, we know about Golden State with Mark Jackson, and then Steve Kerr picked up the ball and ran with it.
Yep.
Obviously, we know about whatchamacallit. Obviously, we know about Buddy over in Orlando when they had Clifford, and then he picked up the ball and ran with it. The Knicks. When Tibbs got the coach job, they picked up the ball and ran with it, bro. Like the Tibbs problem was this rotation. That's all that really was, man. Mike Brown is a bonehead, bro. Like I'm telling you, bro. Like he is a total meathead. I know what he is as a coach. I know what it as a head coach, bro. He was a meathead when LeBron had him. He was a meathead when the Lakers had him, and he was a meathead every time he had a head coaching job. He was a total meathead.
Yeah.
Don't get
Tips
it
wasn't
twisted,
doing
man.
bad. It's just that
Tibbs wasn't doing bad at all. He let them like the thing is all Tibbs asked for them was effort. That's all he did. But the problem was he was playing four dudes in top five in minutes in the league.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
problem. It's like Tibbs was basically the like in terms of minutes, Tibbs was basically the Undertaker, bro. You want to do it his way
Word
or the
up.
highway?
I,
Word
I,
up. You wanted to
I
be
will
on the
say this
court.
about Thibs. I will say this. I will say this about Thibs. He had Carthy Towns a lot more discipline we're seeing right now. This side of Towns we've seen pretty much most of his career super undisciplined. Apparently, him and Mike Brown are like oil and vinegar. They don't mix whatsoever. Their relationship is really bad. And the crazy thing is, who would the Knicks want to trade Towns? Nobody wants a guy making $50 to $60 million on their cap book when he's such a defensive liability. He might be one of the best offensive bigs in the NBA, but man, does he not play with enough physicality. He does not play with enough defensive force. And Mike Brown has done nothing to really help Carthy Towns that side of things. They've just been demanding him to play in the system that Mike Brown's created. And right now, Towns has looked like the odd man out. I'll say this about the Knicks. They've played their best basketball when Towns isn't playing with them, which is bad because he's making $50 to $60 million right now. So whoever they want to
Well,
send him to, you're gonna have to attach assets to get Towns off that team right now. Because I'm not taking that
well,
money
the
for
thing
free.
is,
Do him a freebie.
the thing is, John, bro. When Tibbs got a hold of him, bro, that's when he was top. He was playing top five, top 10 basketball last year.
Hmm.
The thing
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
Hmm.
the reality is that all that Tibbs asked for was effort. The problem was is that he was draining them dry. Now
Yeah,
the
they
Charlotte Hornets,
didn't.
Right.
and one more thing about the Charlotte Hornets offensively is having the month that we had defensively, bro. That's all they
Right.
doing.
Right. Right. Good
That's
point.
all they doing, bro. Like so they not doing anything special. They not going to no damn top of the list. Lamelo is probably going to turn into fish and bones real quick, bro. Like we know how he do. Everybody in that family got ligament issues, bro. Like that's the problem. That is a go-to issue in that family,
He
bro.
needs
It's
some
jumping
omega
at the
three.
knees.
He needs some
Nah,
omega three.
I don't know what he need, bro. Like that, he need Doctor Miami or something, bro. Like I don't know what the man needs, bro.
Yo.
But the reality is, but the thing about it, listen, you're right about some of these teams, man. Listen, all I want to ultimately see because as deep as these drafts are, everything comes down to the coaching staff and the players connecting all in unison, bro. Like now the GMs and whatever the GMs in the front office, they could go out and go get these players all they want. It's all about the coaching staff and the players connecting in unison, bro. How else do
Right.
you get the Neesmiths and Nimhards and guys like Max Strus and all these other dudes that ain't got no business in the finals? In the finals, you get the best out of them. So, bro, it's been some Mickey Mouse ass talent in the East going to the finals, bro, in the past couple of years, bro. I hope y'all
Yeah,
know that, bro.
yeah, that's
But the
true.
thing is, but the thing is that, bro, like if chemistry is really that important, I speak to it, bro. Like because no matter where you draft that in the draft, bro, like at some point you gotta figure like these drafts are
It's
that
got to
deep,
be
like.
chemistry.
Yeah, these drafts are that deep from the first pick all the way to probably the second round. The NBA has proven that this year, but the thing is, it's got to take the grit, it's got to take the know-how, it's got to take the mental, and a lot of the things.
Right.
It's got to you have to prepare your basketball team for any type of NBA, a situation that can happen on the NBA basketball court. That's what you have to do, bro. Like, and I think this time next year, bro, we're gonna be seeing a lot more from a lot of the rookies that you want this year. We just not seeing it this year because it's not a development year. It is a
I,
tanking
I,
year.
I,
That's what
like
it
like
is.
I just said,
Yeah, yeah.
I think this summer for Jordan the rookies is crucial. Like, no, they have those training camps during the summer. These guys got to get together, go somewhere far in the mountains, wherever you got to go, and really start building that chemistry. Because for these rookies, getting stronger physically this off season, they should be in the gym all off season. These rookies getting stronger, get more muscular, just really like challenge themselves to be more physical threats. Because we've seen some of these guys have some good shot making moments, but the physicality of their games, we still want to see a lot more. And that involves, like you said, getting stronger, being more and more durable out there. And I think this summer for these rookies, well, they're going to be sophomores, is going to be super important. Like, we want to see Jaeger, Powell, Wolf come in a training camp looking muscular, looking a lot stronger than they are right now. And that's when you can start seeing, I think, better play from them because they got to step up to these guys. These other vets players looking at them like they chop meat right now. They got to come in next season saying it ain't going to be easy like it was this season. And I think that's what's going to be important going into next year.
I'm gonna let Scotty move forward in a little bit by piggybacking off of that, bro. Like I think the training camp is gonna work wonders, but the thing is, it's also gonna see who's gonna break in half. That's what it's
Mm,
also going to test, bro. It's also going to
yeah.
test
All right.
because Clowney, a couple like last year as a sophomore, he hit a wall, and you've seen it mentally and physically,
Right.
bro. Like
Yeah,
Right.
it's like
mentally and
a
physically.
lot,
Yeah.
a lot of, and you can see that the way that Jordy was training, bro, was mostly for the veteran players. You know, like who we had, Johnson. We had, remember we had Dennis Smith,
Yeah.
for 1
Yeah.
year. And remember
Yeah.
we had like guys like that are built for that attrition, bro, because they physically gifted and everything. But remember Keon Johnson, we
Yeah. They
talked
just
about
got a
him, but
mental
like
thing.
they
It's a
just yeah, they just no. Mentally they was there, physically they was there. They just didn't have the overall talent that you're looking for in NBA players and going forward. That's what it
right.
was. So the
Oh,
reality is that, bro, like with these rookies, if these rookies is less physically demanding as the players that we had in the previous team with the with that Struder team that we had going for in the Cam Johnson team, bro. I ain't gonna lie, a lot of them gonna break apart, bro, in their second year. That sophomore slump is real. So
yeah.
the reality is that, bro, like
Yo,
they
next
gotta
year is
come in.
crucial for them.
Yeah, it's more crucial for them than it is probably for whatchamacallit, because I think this is gonna lead to exactly what I've been saying about us making trades or signing players, bro, that's gonna fit a chemistry likeness for Jordy Fernandez, because he's better at coaching vets than he is at coaching rookies and sophomores and these younger
No,
players.
that's a very
That's
true
just so
statement,
plain and
man.
simple.
That's a very true
Yeah.
statement.
But so yeah, Scotty, what else we got?
Yeah. We're going to talk a little bit about. Well, we pretty much covered all of the Nets trade possibilities.
Hmm.
I don't think we're going to make any moves because
Well,
we. But it might be some minor moves if another team is involved. But other than that, we're not making no moves with our veterans. I
as
don't.
far as moving,
I don't think. Honestly, I don't think nothing is going to shake until the season is over.
as far as moving the vets, that might be an off-season thing. As far as the 15 million cap space, we have to spend that. And I heard a few teams that might be looking to salary dump right now. I heard about Philly with Drummond and Eric Gordon. I heard Denver being mentioned, Toronto being mentioned, the Suns being mentioned. Those are teams that have salary dump pieces they want to get off to avoid the luxury aprons, and that's where we can extract some extra picks to take on expiring salary. I feel like those are moves we're gonna make. We might make maybe 2 to 3 moves with that cap space in total, which I'm fine with if you use it wisely. So we're going to make some moves like that facilitating. As far as the vets, I kind of agree with you right now. Unless certain teams feel like they have a great shot to win this year and give us a serious offer, we're more likely going to facilitate than collect on these vets. And I do agree with what Lee said, though. If Claxton and MPJ aren't moved right now, you do have a shot this draft. But if we hit this draft somehow out of the freaking park, then maybe you think about keeping one or both. But honestly, right now, my gut tells me you got to trade at least one of them right now to have more flexibility. Because having the two of them make over $60 million your cap right now, that's not really letting us benefit and build something real. So I feel more secure if at least one of them is gone. I don't mind keeping MPJ a bit longer because he's a second or third option, but Claxton especially, his value is not getting better. It's just getting worse because you keep seeing the same mistakes. So I think a good goal would be to trade at least Claxton, and the MPJ thing we could revisit this summer if we feel like the best chance to move him is then. But I'd rather move Claxton, let Sharp go to center, and then let Wolf be a backup five, and then we could see Wolf finally play to his strengths. So we'll see what happens this deadline. But besides facilitating, it'd be nice to see the Nets make at least one veteran trade move of some sort, not just move Cam Thomas for some second round change at this point.
I don't think nobody's going to move, but it's possible.
I don't
It's
think nobody
possible.
gonna move neither, bro. I mean, but like it just seems like it's one big stalemate, man. Because you got
Right,
the sellers, bro, are trying to get a lot more bang for their buck, and the
That's right.
sellers are
right.
basically us, obviously, because we
Yeah.
want what we want for MPJ and Claxton, and Milwaukee is probably the biggest sellers because They gotta figure out a way to flip that shit the way that Rudy got flipped for 9 assets to something.
Word up.
That's
They
So like they
insane. Rudy
definitely
got
gotta
paid
figure
that
out
much.
they coming off a top 5 player in the world, Craig. That's what they coming off.
that's for
So like
real.
so this shit don't happen every day. So like they if they trying to rebuild, guess what? Hey, San Antonio, OKC, whoever, I'm gonna need a whole bunch of lot of compensation, bro. I'm gonna need a whole shitload of draft capital, and I'm gonna need it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely not trying
They
to.
definitely need all of them bricks now,
Be
bro.
honest with you, Milwaukee don't even want to, really don't want to let him go. They looking to
They
try to
really
get,
don't.
they want to try
I
to
mean,
get in
why
the
would they?
draft and be lucky like Dallas was. That's what
Why,
they
why,
looking
why,
at.
why, yeah, why would they? Why would they want to let him go? Because the thing is, Luca, a lot of people don't realize, bro. Luca got traded for a whole lot more than that was politics.
Yeah, that
That
was
should go way,
politics.
that
Oh
should go
no,
way beyond the NBA.
oh
That
no,
should go
that's
way beyond the
that ain't
NBA.
got nothing
Trust
to
me.
do with basketball. What happened with
Yeah,
that?
yeah. That
That
was
was a
way
that
down
was a
way.
totally different
The
thing.
NBA, it was somebody way higher than the NBA was involved in
Yeah,
that, bro. Like that's what
which
that
which
was.
which shouldn't be, but yeah, they
Yeah,
involved though. They there.
they involved. They definitely did,
Just
bro.
like they got rid of our man too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Same
Yeah.
thing. Same thing.
yeah.
Politics. And when
Same thing.
politics get involved with our game, it's a terrible thing, man.
Terrible
I tell
thing.
you, I tell you
Terrible thing.
this: if when Bridges becomes trade eligible on the second, if a deal happens between the third and the fourth, not a lot of teams will have a lot of time to make deals. But it was reported that there were deals in place with different teams, but everything went on hold once the Giannis stuff started happening. And here's the thing about trading for Giannis right now:
I ain't gonna lie to you, John. Though,
theoretically, a
I,
championship team doesn't have to trade.
but I wouldn't lie to you, John. If I really wanted Giannis and I had the resources to do so, even if he's hurt, I would take him. I
Here's the
would,
thing. I was just about to
I would
say
take
that.
him anyway. It don't
I would
matter.
say that he's not wait he's not just
While he was
beholden to
hurt.
wait wait he's no way he's not just beholden to championship teams. If you're a middling team but you have all the assets in the world, you could trade for him, sit him down the rest of the season, and then make moves in the summer to build with him. So like
Yeah, he can do what he
nobody
want
should
to
be
do.
precluded from just
I
staying out of
mean,
it unless
hold up,
Giannis has a,
Scotty, you really want to pull a KD off again where we got to sit a
Yeah,
top
I
10
mean,
player, bro?
I
Like,
don't think the Nets should do it, but I'm saying if another team other than us decided, hey, listen, next season we're gonna make a run. We're gonna make a run next season. We one piece away. I'm gonna
Everybody,
get
but
this
it's a
dude.
lot.
I'm
It's a
gonna get
lot of
him.
teams. It's a lot of teams that swore they was one piece away, bro. Like,
Yeah, there's a
how
lot of
how did it end
teams.
up? How
You,
did it end up?
yeah, that's true too, Leaf. That's true too. So I think it's more on Giannis that he don't want to. He really don't want to. He don't like this
I think
the
Giannis is
politics
checked out.
behind it. He don't like
Giannis is
the
checked out.
yeah. He don't like the politics behind it. He don't like the fact that he has a fan base that love him here at Milwaukee, of course.
I
And
mean, he already in bed with the politics, bro. The politics is goddamn clutch sports. That's
yeah,
the
that's true.
politics, bro. Listen, if your name
That's
is
true.
attached to them in any way, 9 times out of 10, bro, it's some
Yeah,
shady business
some shady shit
practices
is
going
going
on.
on. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. There's some scotch going
So I,
around and
yeah, some scotch going around. I can't do it.
scotch and cigars.
Yep.
I think next week we'll find out exactly where this Giannis stuff is going. Right now, everything is like Leaf is saying, kept under wraps. But once Bridges becomes trade eligible on February 2nd, which is Groundhog Day, how ironic! You might see a lot more rumors going on with like Portland, Bulls, all these other teams that might want to be involved as facilitators. If the Knicks do this all-in move to get Giannis, so let's say Drew Holiday, they have pretty much zero outs with that. That's like one of the greatest all-in moves you can make of all time, but your window is super small, and we have their picks. So if they want to play Russian roulette like that, go ahead because that's not going to be a long-term thing. But
Now I think that
at the same time, that might not happen if the Knicks aren't willing to do that. Then you go into the offseason where that becomes a way bigger bidding war with a whole bunch of different teams. So I feel
and
like it probably would be smarter to wait till the summer. But if you talk about right now with 10 days to go, there's only a few teams that could get him right now. And I don't think we should do it because, like Leaf said, right now we don't even know where our full core is. So you don't have to make that move. Just let it play out. And if he goes somewhere else, that team has to pretty much give up a whole lot of assets. You're going to have to pay a massive price to get Giannis in the form of 4 to 5 picks. There's going to be no 3 picks and Anthony Davis type player for Giannis. None. For a top 3 player, no. Some teams gonna have to pay a price here, and this looks like a multi-team mishmash deal that's going to go down.
Why he
Mm.
said an Anthony Davis type player. A lot of Anthony Davis type player is better than every player on our team right now. But I
Nah,
digress.
Leaf, you got to admit that Luka for Davis deal will go down as one of the worst trades of all time. Come on,
I
Anthony
don't
Davis played
know.
20
I
games
mean,
with Mavs.
I don't
I
know
mean,
because if he come back, they're
who
gonna
was it?
still be
But who
good.
was it? But who was it a worse trade for, bro? Like because it don't seem like the Lakers are doing enough in neither.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
that's
true.
Like
because they have no
realistically,
defense around Luka. That's why.
I mean, and the Lakers is gonna realize what the Mavs already realized. It's very very difficult to build around Luka. The team that they built it around Luka that marched to the finals, bro, like they still have problems because guess what? Luka eventually was gonna get picked on. You know what I'm saying? And we saw that
No,
in the
that's a fair
finals
point.
against
That's a fair
Boston.
point.
But so the reality is that, bro, like when the Lakers went all in for him, and then obviously you done with but the bus family area because um they sold the team for over 10 bill, and now they split up, and bro, and now the new owner is basically out on LeBron because he's old. Now you got Luca and Luca only to build around, and basically they got to figure out the same problems that the Mavericks had when they had them. So realistically, bro, like I'm asking, who would you rather have right now? Would you rather have Cooper Flag or would you rather have a Luca to
Cooper
build with?
Flag. Cooper Flag. What
Exactly.
we're trying to do right now, you need a
So
versatile
the
guy like
answer,
that.
so maybe it wasn't that bad of a trade at all.
No,
That
no.
like the Lakers needed somebody to sell tickets, and the Mavs needed somebody to rebuild with. Simple.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Maybe it
Yeah.
wasn't.
yeah. It worked out. It worked out for both of them. Got what they wanted. Let's just put it
Well,
that
well, well. For
way.
Both teams got
Dallas,
what they wanted.
for Dallas is tricky right now. They only have 1 pick this year, and then after they don't have a pick till 2030. They wanted to trade Davis, but since he got hurt for the 1 million time, they might have to hold on to him to the offseason. But by then, his value might be just what it was with the Luca deal, or even less. So I think the Lakers, like you said, Leaf, they needed a star. But for Dallas, they need to preserve their draft capital. They need to restock that to build around Cooper. And right now, you got 1 pick, so I feel like the Anthony Davis injury really threw a wrench into their deadline plans because Davis was supposed to be the biggest piece being moved besides Giannis, and now that's likely not happening as far as the rest of the season goes.
I mean, but if you look at it, maybe they only need one more pick to build around Cooper Flag, bro. Like, let's be honest, bro. Like, how many picks did the Boston Celtics need? Two. That's it. Tatum and
Yeah,
Brown, and then
Oh,
everybody
if
else
that
is
happens with
selfish.
Dallas, bro, I'm gonna be so upset. Come on, man. If that happens with Dallas, come on, Cooper and the
Why?
Devonsta, I'm done, man. At that point, come on,
I
that's
mean, listen,
robbery.
listen. When you do the NBA favors, you get rewarded for it. That's all I'm gonna say. Do the
yeah,
NBA a big favor, you get rewarded for it. A la Dallas. When you do that, I'll say it again. When you do favors for the NBA, you get heavily compensated for it. First overall pick, Cooper Flag. You get heavily compensated. You think the NBA the NBA is not the least bitch job about giving Dallas another pick before they run out of picks. They not.
you
You
got a
think that
point
they are?
there. Yeah, you got a good
Like if
point
you do
there.
the NBA a favor, they will look out for you. They will heavily compensate you.
We got to crush this
I mean,
draft, man. There are no more excuses. We got to hit the biggest grand slam since Babe Ruth this summer, man, with getting a top guy. We really do.
how we
Or
supposed
else
to
this is
hit a
going to be
grand
very tough
slam
to
and we
figure
ain't
out.
even at the plate?
What if we don't, John? What if we don't get a top? What
If
if
we
we?
don't,
It
We're
doesn't
not at
mean
the
it.
plate.
It doesn't mean that we are done because we don't. We just have to do it
if
another way.
No,
if
no,
you
John, you got to understand. How we supposed to hit a home run when the draft? They got to call you up to the plate. That's how it is. They called Dallas up to the plate and said, "Here, take a home run, take a free base." They call you up to the plate. Nobody hits home runs. They call you up. That's what they do. They call you up.
yeah,
Other outside of that, no,
And Sean
outside
Marks
of
has
that,
never played baseball in his life, so I kind of agree with Leaf on that. Sean Marks never played baseball in his
exactly.
life.
So outside of that, bro, if you're not picking in the top 5 or the top 10 or any of these heavily scouted or rookies or heavily scouted draft players, then that means that you're doing it from the mud. You're doing it from the
Yeah.
mud, like a la Denver, a la Indiana. Like, yo, we
Scott,
got to trade for a couple of
Yeah.
pieces. Ah, yo,
You,
we got to
you
go get
asked
these.
you asked what we would do if we don't get a top guy. Like you said, there's
Yeah.
still options, but essentially it would be this: you create a fun young team again, like you did a few years ago, but you have a drafted 6 core guys until a star is available, then you go after said star. Right now for the Nets, a perfect scenario would be if you don't get a top guy this year, you try to build a fun young core until an Anthony Edwards out of nowhere asks out. Then you cash your chips for Ant Man, and then the Nets could be contending. But that's a gamble because you don't know who's going to be available going forward, given how stingy GMs are going to be about the holes they get for certain superstars. And we don't want to just throw all assets for one guy because in this Mississippi era, you get one superstar. You don't get 2 or 3 anymore. So there's a lot more danger with not securing a top guy. And that's why my point is getting top 4 is critical because if you get a top 4 guy and you go after a superstar,
I agree with you.
you don't got to pay that rookie until 4 years later, which
I
works
agree.
Right.
financially. That's how you
I
beat the
Uh,
system.
I agree that
John,
you need the
John,
top
I,
4.
John, I, John, I agree with you. This is why more teams in the CBA are going to be built more like Indiana than they are going to be built like
Right,
OKC.
I
And I'm gonna
agree
tell
right.
you
with
why.
that too,
I
Leaf.
agree, Leaf. I agree, Leaf.
You know, like because they already understand the pressures of having first or second apron. It's some teams that can't even get in the first apron mode without their owners panicking and going broke and selling everybody. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? The middle of the pack, bro, it's not a secret why Indiana, bro, is all the way at the bottom of the goddamn league right now after just coming off the finals. Notice that Dallas went from the finals all the way to the bottom of the league, and then they ended up in the play-in, and then they got Cooper Flag rewarded for it. You think Indiana ain't gonna be getting rewarded something that high, bro, higher than the Nets? Even if they don't finish at the bottom, if they finish bottom 5, I have to promise you, bro, like the NBA are not looking out for us when it comes to this draft process, bro, because we screwed them. Dallas looked out for them, and Indiana gave them ratings. Indiana gave them fun. Indiana gave them a top 5 offense of all time.
Yep.
That's what they did. You do
Well,
Yeah.
favors for the NBA, they look out for you. They heavily compensate. You don't do, you screw them,
That's why.
and they will screw you over
That's why
forever.
Indiana's going to get a top 3, top 4 pick.
the
I guarantee
scariest.
you, Indiana get a top 4 pick.
The scariest team right now is Atlanta because they've unearthed a potential franchise guy in Jalen Johnson. They just traded Trey Young. If they get the #1 pick, Darren Peterson and Jalen Johnson is going to be a scary duo to stop
Yes,
next
they
year or
are.
in 2 or 3 years. Like that's the team that
Yes, they
scares
are.
me right now is Atlanta because they control New Orleans pick. And New Orleans at the bottom right now. So right now the team with the most power to gain is Atlanta, and that scares me right now because they just traded Trey
Yes,
away.
but at the same time, bro, a lot of that shit could be counter reacted, bro. Indiana proved it. The thing is
Right,
that
right, right.
nobody saw the team doing anything remotely, bro. Especially when they got swept in the conference finals a year ago by the Celtics, and then they marched to the finals, and they was a game away from beating one of the greatest teams in regular season history. That's what had happened, bro. And they did it all off of chemistry and trades. Only 2 players, bro, in the entire goddamn rotation got drafted in the top 10. That was Ben Matherin and
Yeah.
Miles Turner. And Miles Turner was on a trading block every single year that he was
Every
on that
year.
team.
He been on the block for at least 4 years. I remember. Every year they talk about
And the second
trading
that
That's
he,
him.
and
that's
the
that's the big
second,
Claxton situation right now. That's the
Yeah.
Claxton situation right now.
Well, shit, Claxton might be with us next year and we going to the playoffs. How you know that?
Oh
Claxton might be
man,
part of
I
the
highly, I
reason.
highly doubt that. He don't got that skill set.
I
But
don't know,
you don't got
man.
the
Put it.
you don't
I
got the
do.
physicality, man, on
I
I
do.
defense.
mean,
At
Leaf,
the
you
at
did
center.
say it's chemistry. I think
I
chemistry
did
play a
say it's
big
coming.
part. I think it plays
I
a
did.
big part in the
I
NBA.
did say I did say it's chemistry, but at the same time, bro, like there are teams that prove that you don't need that much time to gel. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
well,
That there are
just
teams
like
that
we
have proved that.
just like we see our neighbors with Bronson and Cat, they have
Yeah.
chemistry. But the thing is, they changed coach, which I didn't understand. I didn't
And
understand that
yeah,
move.
they didn't. Yeah, I didn't understand that move neither. But the thing is, they got Cat and they didn't miss a beat.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's a lot of teams that got players and didn't miss a beat. In
Chemistry
2004,
means a lot
Rasheed,
now.
in 2004, the Pistons got Rasheed Wallace. They didn't miss a beat, and they marched all the way to the championship. Beat the hell out of the Lakers, bro. In the 2019, Kawhi was low managing throughout the whole season. They made trades with the Grizzlies, and they made trades all over the place, and they didn't miss a beat, and they won a championship. There are teams that gel the second that you go. I want to tell y'all a quick story about Tyrese Halliburton when he got to Indiana,
Go
because he's
ahead.
been injured a lot of the times when he played his full season, bro. Like when he got injured, Indiana bottomed out the first year. The second year, bro, when he stayed healthy and played 70 something games, they went to the conference finals. The year after that, they went to the finals. He got injured, and now they're at the bottom of the league. That one player, bro, was basically the mom and pop man for everything that they did on that team, bro, and everybody knows it.
Yep, that's true. You got a point there, Lee.
The real X factor, bro, was when Miles Turner left. That they didn't have anything after that.
Right. Chemistry means a lot, Lee, and you even mentioned it, and I agree. But I think it's really important. Really important. You know how much shit you need to work and shape the right way for your team to be even in contention. Forget about, let alone, being in the finals. I mean, I think you need something to go your way. Somebody get damn near. Somebody got to get hurt.
Scott, this upcoming summer is the most important summer in a long time for this young Brooklyn core. They really got to figure out a chemistry, a bond, just like you said, a functional system to start succeeding next year. That's
I think this is important for the organization. I don't think it's just the players.
The three players that I got my eye on to make the run to make astronomical leaps early. Obviously Danny Wolf.
Right.
Take Drake Powell, and I'm gonna go with Nolan Trey York, who I think is gonna be the biggest X factor on our team.
I think Nolan is an important piece.
I think Nolan is adjusting to the speed of the NBA very quickly because he has that speed.
If he could develop an outside shot, oh my God.
Oh, that would be fun. That'd be fun.
I don't even think it's an outside shot. I think it's everything in between, because he could get in the in between spaces. If he can get in the in between spaces and know and have the mentality and mental to know what to do in those in between spaces, once he gets off of that, he'll be okay.
He just need to be playing with some vets that believe in him.
You need to find those right vets.
The thing is, the reality, I think he needs to be playing with players that's going to get up and down and get out. And
yeah.
Yo, guys, they're starting man. Wait, what's like? They're starting Terrence at 3 and Michael Porter at the 4 again. Do they want this guy to get injured? Like Jordy,
yes, they do.
Stop it.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
This is crazy.
Yes,
Game's about to start, guys. Good show, man. Talk to you guys later, right?
This is not a game, bro. Like, I don't know why we talking, bro. Like, come on, bro. What are we doing?
Yeah, we're gonna get ready to cut out and watch the game.
Yeah, cut out, bro.
But I like to thank Ribby in there, the Knick fan. What's up, Ribby? Thank you for being here. Jamal came in the last minute. Thanks, Jamal. What's good, everybody? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Go Nets.
Go Nets. And follow me, Eric DeBeacon John on Twitter, Apartment Gamer Scott on Twitter, and Leaf on Twitter as well. Shout out to you, Brooklyn Universe.
Later, everybody.